Hello, welcome back. So for today's video, I'm going to be testing a full face of Revolution Makeup Revolution makeup. I featured all these products in my recent Revolution haul and I promised to do a full review on them all for you. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. So the first thing I have is this, which is a Faux Bleach Brow Gel. It's not normally something I would go for, to be totally honest. I picked this up just for fun to do, you know, a few shorts, TikToks. I thought it'd be quite cool in a few photos as well, but we'll give it a go, see what it's like, because I know some people are quite keen on the bleach brow effect. I'm not going to keep this on, we'll just test it out. So it looks like this. I really like this brush. There we go. I really like this brush. It's like a comb, like flat on one side, and then the other side is like a brush, basically. Nice short stubby bristles as well. And we'll just do this brow. I'll just do the one, just so we can see what it's like. But I'm not expecting this to look great on me. But I have to say, even though my brow hairs aren't that dark, but they're definitely darker than this, it does seem to be covering it quite well. And it's got that kind of brush stroke effect to it. Just clean it up a bit underneath. It really doesn't suit me, but as I say, I know some people are into this, which is why I wanted to show you. But yeah, I'll just give you a close-up of what it looks like. So we're looking like this. It is good, you know, it does the job, and they do look like bleached brows, which is obviously the aim of the product. What I do really like about it, and do they do other products with this brush? Because I really like the brush, it gets right to the root. And as you can see here, where I don't actually have any hairs, well, a few, it gives that really nice like brow stroke effect, which I'm absolutely loving. But yeah, as you can see, it really doesn't suit me. I didn't expect it to be honest. Maybe with all my makeup on, as I say, for an editorial look, it would be pretty cool, but that's as far as it goes. It's certainly not something I'm going to wear on a daily basis. So next we'll go in with a primer, and I have this one here, which is the Hydra base cream to water primer. I think this is supposed to be a bit of a Charlotte Tilbury dupe, like the water cream, magic water cream. 4D hyaluronic acid. Suitable for all skin types. I love a moisturising primer. They're my favourite primers. The sticky ones are pretty good as well, although I only tend to use those in certain areas, like around my dry areas. Sometimes where I'm a bit more pory on my cheeks, I'll use those. But overall, I do prefer a hydrating primer. I get quite dry skin, I've told you this many times, and I just find that they help to hold that off a bit. So the product looks like this, so it looks like a moisturiser really. So we'll stick that on and spread it around a bit. So I'm basically just using this like I would any other moisturiser, and then we'll rub that in. It smells really nice. It's got a really nice fresh smell. It's not like an overpowering scent or anything. So even if you're not that keen on scented products, this isn't like, you know, really harsh sort of floral smell. It's very delicate. It feels really hydrating, I must say. It feels really nice, like really nice. As I'm rubbing it in, it's soaking in beautifully. And it just feels really nice on the skin. It doesn't feel like it's going to pill at all. I can feel my skin like soaking it up. That actually feels beautiful on the skin. It feels quite plump as well. Feels like it's given a really nice plumping effect. It doesn't sting. It doesn't feel like it's irritating me at all. It feels lovely, like really nice. And although it doesn't feel like your average like tacky primer, it does still have a little bit of tack, like a bit of stick to it. So it feels like, you know, it's going to grip to my makeup as well. But, you know, whilst giving me loads of hydration. I've got a park across the road, so now the men have turned up to mow the lawn and do the strimming. So yeah, I've got that in the background as well. Hopefully you can't hear it, but yeah, sod's law, isn't it? So next we're going to do eyes, and for that I'm going on with this palette here. I haven't done something this bright for such a long time. I've been sticking to like the warm tones, neutral tones, but yeah, I think we'll have a bit of fun today. So this is one of the Icon palettes, and this is their newest one, which is the Vibrant Icon. I love these palettes, they're so good. I have got all of them now, and yeah, they've kind of got, you'll see, like this one in particular has all of the matte shades, and then it's got the matching shimmers as well, and this one, as you can see, is a cream as well. So here are the swatches for you. They're actually really nice. The only one that was a little bit temperamental was this yellow here. I had to go over it a few times, yeah, because yellows can be temperamental anyway. But yeah, I just found that the first time it looked really chalky and patchy, and then when I went over it again, it did look better. But this, look at this blue shimmer, it is absolutely stunning. And what was it, this one as well, which is the orange one, looks a little bit of a pinky duochrome as well, but the matte shades actually, as I say, apart from this one, look really nice. And I forgot about this, I also have this, which is one of the mousse shadows, and this one is in the shade Lilac. I tried one of the blushes recently, these have been out ages, but I tried one of the blushes in a short and absolutely loved it. I was actually really shocked by it, but it looks like that, and then like that. How beautiful is that? They are so nice. So I think I'm going to incorporate this as well. What I think I'm going to do, I'm not going to go and use every colour in that palette, because A, this is going to be a slightly longer video, and B, I don't want to be too overwhelmed, to be quite honest with you. So I'm going to start off with this matte blue shade just here, and I'm going to take that on the outer part of my lid. It does look really nice on the brush. Wow, that's really pigmented. I do love these palettes. Be interesting to see how it layers. As well as yellows, blues can be a little bit temperamental as well. At least I find so anyway. And purples. So as I said, I'm just working this into the outer part of my lid, and I'm probably going to take it through the crease slightly as well. It's a really nice shade of blue though. Look, it's like a real aqua colour. Okay, so that's all on now. That's really nice. For a blue, it hasn't gone patchy at all, and I love the colour of it. This like aqua colour is so pretty. So on the inner part here, I'm going to go on with that mousse one underneath. I'm going to pop a shimmer on the top. So we're going in with this one. I'm going to take it on a small fluffy brush. So like that. I hope this works. And then I'm going to pop this on the front bit here. This colour goes so nicely with that blue shade. Okay, so it looks like that. It doesn't give off the best pigment on, you know, like a standard eye primer. I think if you're going to wear this on its own, I mean, it doesn't look awful, but it doesn't look as bold, you know, as it does, as I say, when I swatch it. So I feel like this is the kind of product that you need a white base underneath. I mean, there is a white in here. In hindsight, I probably should have used that underneath, but hindsight is great, isn't it? But yeah, so I'm going to continue as it is. I am going to be putting a shimmer over the top anyway, so it shouldn't matter too much, but do bear that in mind. You know, if you're going to wear these or this colour on its own, then I would definitely say use a white base underneath. So I'm going to take, I'm so torn. I don't know whether to go for the white or the blue. If I put the blue on, is that going to be boring? No, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put the blue over the top of the purple and then the white on the inner corner. That's what we'll do. So I'm going to go on with the brush, but we're going to pat it rather than swipe. One thing I will say about using this underneath is it acts a little bit like a sticky base for the shimmer. So I'm not going to take it right past here because, as I say, I want to use that white and I want to take it slightly onto the lid as well. I actually really like that. It doesn't look, you know, you can still see it, the contrast between the matte and the shimmer. It looks really nice, and it looks so nice over that purple as well. But I just want to show you on this side again. It may be different with a different primer. I use the Sigma primer, which I get on really well with. But we do have in my crease, the shadow there has creased already, so yeah. Then I'm going to take this little pencil brush and we're going to go into the white. This is more of a gel formula, so hopefully it'll work. Oh no, it does. Works really well with a brush. Normally I'll find these tend not to. I do love using a colour like this on the inner corner to really like brighten the inner eye. I have this face palette that I'm going to be using today. I feel like that gel formula is going to crease a bit. So I just want to dip into this because it's got some highlighters in here, and I just want to go for this one, just to go a little bit over the top, just to set it more than anything. I'm just going to take a little bit and just go out, yeah. So it's already creasing a little bit. I have trouble with this part of my eye anyway because it waters. But yeah, I just feel like it needs a bit of powder just to set it a little bit, which yeah, that's actually working quite well. So before I move on to the base, I think what I'm going to do actually, I'm going to dip back into that palette and pop a little bit of another colour underneath. But yeah, I'll do that after I've done my base. So we are going to go on with mascara, and for that I have the new Wrap Lash mascara. So they do this in 3 colours. They've got the black one, which I have. They have burgundy and also brown. I really want to try the other 2 as well. I love a burgundy mascara. And the wand of this one is like this. So it's like a plastic wand with short stubby bristles. And this is a tubing mascara. So that means that it will coat the lash and that's it. So it will just coat it. It doesn't like grip to the lash, if you know what I mean. It just forms like a tube around the lash, which makes it extremely easy for removal. However, this lasts all day, like no smudging, no flaking. It really does last all day. Trust me, I've been using this now for the last 4 or 5 days and I absolutely love it. So we'll go on this eye first, just to show you. And the impact that you get from this mascara is really quite incredible. From just one coat, I mean, I'll put 2 on, but you know, for like an everyday makeup look, 1 coat is plenty. So there, I've got a bit on my lid, I'll sort that out in a minute, but look, that's just 1 coat of mascara. I honestly think that is so good, like really, really good. It adds length, volume, it just looks so good on the lashes compared to with nothing on. I mean, my lashes are extremely blonde, but doesn't that look amazing? Honestly, I'll pop another one on. So there is 2 coats now, again, compared to none. So yeah, I mean, with 2 coats, it does go a little bit clumpier. You can see just here, it is a little bit clumpier than with just the 1. So I don't mind that personally. I quite like it. But if you're not a fan of that kind of a clumpy lash look, then you'll probably be better off with just 1 coat. But yeah, as I say, I quite like it. It doesn't bother me. But yeah, the difference is incredible. It really is. And then there is both the eyes now done. Yeah, I love it. I think it's such a nice mascara. As I say, it lasts really well. It's very easy to remove, like very easy. Yeah, and personally, I think it looks great. So I have also just done my base, like my foundation. I went in with the Borean BB cream because I absolutely love it. And it went over the primer, this one, so nicely. It really did. Even on these areas that I'm more conscious of, yeah, went over beautifully. No caking, no clinging to dry patches. Yeah, this is really nice. Really nice. So next we're going to go on with this, which is the IRL Filter Finish Concealer in the shade C2. It says waterproof, Soft Matte Concealer. I absolutely love the Skin Silk concealer. I use it quite a lot on my under eyes. To be honest, that's the only place I really use concealer. Although I do have a spot just here, so we'll try it on there as well. Look, the doe foot is so cute. It's like a little doll shoe. But yeah, this has been out a little while, to be honest, but I haven't tried it yet. So I'm going to go on. All I do is the tiniest amount just there, and then blend it out. So that's what we're going to do. Same as always, a tiny amount just there. And then what I'm going to do on the spot is put that on there now. It's not too bad actually, you can't really see it that much. And let that sit for a bit. But for the eyes, I'm just going to go on with a little brush. And just blend it a little bit. I don't even go all the way out. I only go to about here. And then take my little finger so I can get right into that inner corner. And just using the warmth of my skin, help to just press it in a bit. Oh, that's really nice. Really nice. It looks so smooth. It doesn't even look creasy on me. I'm really impressed with that, really impressed. It's got more coverage than the Skin Silk one. It's matter, so it's not as brightening, like illuminating as that one is, but it definitely like covers my darkness and my hollowing down here. It's really nice. It's so smooth. Oh, I love how that looks. They do a foundation in this as well. Maybe I should try that. I was just a bit put off by it being a matte foundation. Let's try it on my spot here. Now it's had a bit of time to sit. Oh, wow. I mean, you couldn't see it that much before, but you can't see it at all now. It's got really nice coverage, like medium to full coverage, but it is so smooth. Like, the reason I don't normally like matte concealers or like full coverage concealers in general is because normally they look really heavy on my under eye. Even with that small amount that I use, they still look really heavy, emphasize my lines underneath, whereas this just looks so smooth. It looks like I've put concealer on and then powdered over the top, but without doing that, which, you know, is great. Before I move on and do the rest of my base, we'll dip back into the palette, and I am going to take, I think I'm actually going to take a bit of the pink, so the really bright pink just here, and just pop a little bit on my under eyes. These brushes, you know, are from Beauty Bay. I only recently got them, but yeah, it's one of their like bundle brushes, our eye brushes. They're really nice. So I'm just going to pop a little bit just on the outer bit here, like that, and then I will blend it through. So I don't want it to be like, you know, overpowering, but I do want that bit of contrast. I think that's going to look really cute against the blue. It is festival season after all, not that I've been to one for about 10 years. So I'm just going to blend that through. Yeah, really easy to blend actually on the under eye. I actually think that's really cute. I know some people might be like, oh, it's a bit much. And to be honest with you, for me, this is a bit much compared to what I do nowadays. But yeah, as I said, I just wanted to have a bit of fun. So I have a, this is from Relove, a Kohl eyeliner in the shade Nude. Now, I find these to be really good for the waterline. You can see sort of, it's not too bad at the moment. When I bought it, they were really bad. But they get quite, a lot of people get quite red on their lower waterline. Adding a nude liner really brightens it up. I'll show you. So I'm just going to pop this right on the lower waterline just here. Sorry, look away if you're squeamish. And you'll see it's just so brightening. I've had this liner before as well, and it does actually last really well. I think the last time I used this was a couple of years ago. But yeah, repurchased. So there we go. So there's one with compared to without. Because it's nude, it's not as overpowering as a white liner would be. So it does look quite natural, but you can really see the difference in the brightness between the two eyes. And it's really smooth, which is what you want for the under eyes as well. So next we are going to go on with this facelift palette just here. So this has a, let's open it up. So this one has a concealer shade just here. We also have 3 bronzers as well, and then 2 highlighters. The bronzers, I have to say, oh, this one is a cream bronzer, by the way. The bronzers look pretty dark, very warm as well, so they're definitely not contour shades. But yeah, bearing in mind this is light to medium. They had light to medium, medium to dark. I obviously got the lighter one. But yeah, this one is the lightest. And to me, that's still dark for me, you know, compared to what I would normally use. But I'll just show you the darker one next to it. So that's the darkest one, which is pretty dark. You know, that really, to me, this is like not light to medium. This is more like medium to dark. And then I'm assuming the darker one is quite a lot darker than this. So maybe that should be like one up. So I feel like there's a palette missing that should be lighter than this one, if you know what I mean. I'll just swatch the highlighters for you as well. That's the one I used on the inner corner. And then we have this pinky one, which is really pretty. I do have another highlighter, which is why I'm going to show you these on swatches. But yeah, that's what they're like anyway. Really pretty. They're not actually that dissimilar. Well, no, they are actually. This one's quite a lot golder, so that's more of a champagne, and then this one's more of a pinky. That is the sort of shade I would normally go for. So I'm going to go with a very, very light hand into the lightest one of those bronzers. So that'll be this one just here. I'm going to take a slight, wow, see that looks really pigmented. I'm going to take a slightly smaller brush than I would normally use for bronzer as well. I'm going so light-handed with this because I'm a bit scared of it, to be honest. It's, I'd say it's a lot darker than I'd normally go for. It's not too bad if you tap it off. A bit more orangey than I would normally go for as well. Got random hair there. Just take some around the hairline here as well. It's actually not that bad. Yeah, it's not, I say not that bad, it's actually all right is what I mean. Yeah, it's not as dark on the skin as I thought it was going to be. So you can see I've used it on the usual areas. So bronzed here, up to here, and then around the hairline. I did also put a little bit on my jaw as well. Yeah, just don't go too heavy-handed with it, I would say. So that's with nothing on. Compared to with, yeah, it's not too overpowering. It's not quite, I don't know, is it orange? I feel like it might be a little bit orange, but yeah, maybe, you know, when I've got my blush and that on, it'll look better. But yeah, no, it's all right, it's all right. I do find that though with a lot of the Revolution, plain again, a lot of the Revolution bronzer shades, they do tend to be quite like really warm, as in quite orange. If, like myself, you're quite cool toned, that can look a bit much. I do feel like they need to look at a lot of their bronzer shades a bit more and think about the different undertones that people have, because for me, that isn't at all what I would normally go for. Then we're going to dip into this one. So this is similar to the last one, but this is a cheek version. So this one is Cheek Lift. So this is what this one's like. So you see we've got 4 matte shades and 2 shimmers or blush toppers. I do love a blush topper. And I'll just swatch these ones. This one looks kind of yellow on camera, but it's actually orange. So we'll go this one, which looks really nice actually. That's the one that looks, see, it looks yellow on my finger. That's really weird. And then this pale pink. So we've got the lightest, which you can't see very well. And then we have that orange one. Oh, I don't like that. And then we've got this, oh, I've gone the wrong way around. That's the darkest one, which is actually really nice. That's quite rosy. And then the one that looks really bright in there, it's actually really pretty though. So that's what they're like. I don't like this. It's kind of, I think it's supposed to be like a bit apricot, but why does it look yellow on camera? Honestly, it does not look like that in real life. It is definitely more, I wouldn't say peach, like orange, but I don't know why on camera that looks so yellow. And then the two toppers I'll swatch as well. So, wow, look at that. That's the brighter one. And then the lighter one. Those two are, wow, like that. They are pigmented. Stunning. Very nice. This one is beautiful. I'm quite tempted to do that. Right, so what I'm going to do is go for this shade here in the matte blush. See, it looks so pigmented. Look at that. Let's tap a bit of that off as well. So there we go. And we'll pop that one on first. And then I'm going to use that topper over the top. That's actually really nice. It's a beautiful shade. It's not too much. In the pan, it's this one. It looks really bright. And again, that looks orange. It's not. It's like a really bright coral. But yeah, it looks beautiful. Really, really nice. Not as bright as it looks in the pan. Look at that though. Nothing. And with... yeah, it's stunning. But I do want to take this beautiful topper and go over the top of it. So I'm just going to take the same brush and we'll just go one sweep. Wowzers. That's heavily pigmented. Right. I tend to just go over really lightly when I use these. Just over where I've put the blush. Oh, I love that. That is so nice. You can go a lot heavier, you know, as you saw if you wanted to. But that kind of subtle dusting over the top is fine for me. I love that. It is so nice. It just adds that little bit of like luminosity to the matte shade. You can still see the matte shade, but that over the top, that combo is stunning. Really, really nice. It actually reminds me, you know, the new 3 shade ones that they've done, a bit like the one size ones. This actually reminds me of the peach one of those. Not quite the same in shade, but very similar. But yeah, formula wise, this is very similar. But no, really nice. And then for highlighter, I have this one, which I found so interesting because it reminds me of the Hydra. I do have it, but it's buried in there somewhere. The, you know, the one that looked like mould, everyone was saying. It reminds me of that because it's the same kind of consistency. It's this like gel underneath here with these pearls that are 3D. Can you see that? They're like 3D on top, but it is so, so beautiful. I got this in the sale for like £4. How nice is that? Really nice tone as well. This is actually more, as I say, of a gel formula. So I think it would actually be better with your finger, but I just want to try it with a brush. I did do a little test on the haul. Yeah, that does not work with a brush. Yeah, no. Finger. So going in, oof, and just go on here. Yeah, because it's that gel sort of texture, it's really quite smooth, you know, it's not too, well, it isn't glittery at all. It's just really lovely. Gives you that, oh, look at that. It gives you that really nice glow. Yeah, look, can you see that? It is so beautiful. Really nice. Yeah, the blush palette and this highlighter are So nice. I'm really enjoying those. The base in general I'm actually quite liking, to be honest. It's the bronzer's okay, like the formula's alright, it's just the shades. Oh no, I forgot, I've got this Freckle Pen. I would normally do that before I put on like any of the base products. I'll use a little bit just to show you. But yeah, I wouldn't normally I'd do this like just after foundation normally. I forgot I had it. But this is the Fake Freckle Pen, and it says it's a self-tan freckle pen or self-tan tint pen. So I don't know if it develops, because it doesn't really have directions on how to use it, to be honest. So I don't know if it's one of those ones like, you know, like the fake tan ones where you put them on a clean base and leave it to do its thing like through the day or overnight. I'm obviously going to be putting this on over makeup, but it's not what I would normally do. Yeah, I'm really liking this base, so I hope this goes all right. But I'm going to pop a few here. Of course, it's quite dark. I normally go for a more ruddy toned brown than this. Oh, that's really dark. I definitely need to just pat over it with a sponge afterwards. I feel like that's almost version on black, you know. The trick normally with these, if you actually use them properly, so just after foundation, before the rest of your products, is to do little patches at a time. So put them on. So it's not really spreading, but I don't know if that's because I've got like powders and stuff underneath. Yeah, I might have to try this again in a short or something. Yeah, don't know what it is, but as I say, it could well be because I've got other products underneath it and they're kind of soaking it up. But normally I would pen it on like that, then I'd be able to spread, almost use my finger as a stamp, like pick it up and spread it around a bit. Which I do quite like because they do look quite natural like that, like different shades, different shapes. Yeah, that looks a little bit odd because, yeah, and because it's so dark. I use like a real reddy toned brown normally. Yeah, whereas that is virgin on black. Right, we'll just set this down. This is a revolution. I love this. I use it pretty much all the time. This is the Super Fix. Just gonna give my face a spray. Fabulous. And then we just have lips to do. I also have this rollable thing. I'll show you that at the end quickly. But for lips, I've actually got two products to try. So we'll do this one first. So this is the new, what is this? Sunset Lip Shift. It's one of the peel off lip stains. So I have put on, I use this one, the Tokobo lip mask, which I did actually apply at the beginning of doing this. I find the best way to get a decent look out of a lip stain is to make sure that your lips are well moisturised, because if they're not, it will cling to any dry patches and just end up looking patchy. So I have already done that. I'm just going to kind of blot it off on my hand. And then we'll take this one. So this one, I believe, it's called Flushed Pink. It's more of a pinky tone than the last one that they did, which was a bit more of, was it a red? Like a reddy tone. So it looks like this. It looks really cool, like the colour of it. Because the other one was blue. And, oh wow, look at that. It doesn't stain like that. So I can't talk while I do this. I have to be so precise. Okay, so I can't really talk, so I'm going to leave this on for about 15 minutes and then we'll peel it off. It looks really cool colour though. Right, okay, so it's completely dried now, so you can see it is all dry. That's how you want it to be. Yeah, I did remove those freckles as well while it was drying off. These tweezers are naff. Oh, it always tickles when I do that. Oh, that's a pretty colour. It's like a really nice coral pink. yeah, you'll probably find that you'll get these bits on the inside where you've got moisture that'll, you know, they're not going to peel off because they've got moisture in them. So you can just wipe it. I'm just going to go over with a clear gloss is what I would normally do. This one's the top gloss from Wonder Skin. I do use a lot of their products as well. They're like this. It is still nice, isn't it? And you think that's going to last you all day, and it really does. You know, when you put one of these tints on, you put it on in the morning. Well, that's makes my teeth look white. You put one of these on in the morning, and that will last you through eating, drinking, whatever, throughout the day. So they are really good for that, I have to say. Right, so I've just wiped that off with a gloss, and we're going to go on with this lipstick. So they have so many shades of these lipsticks. They're really nice. I do love Revolution's lip range shades, I have to say. This one is in Rosewood. Yeah, Rosewood. So it's like that. Now this to me doesn't look mauve at all. It's supposed to be, yeah, it says Rosewood Mauve on it. Can you see there? This isn't a mauve, it's more of a berry shade. So if I swatch it, you can see that is a typical, like, true berry. So yeah, I don't know where they get the mauve from. In fact, do you know what? I've actually got it here. I can show you now. In fact, it reminds me a lot of Charlotte Tilbury Glastonbury, which is a shade I used to wear all the time. Yeah, I've got it here, look. So this is Glastonbury and this is the Rosewood shade. They're very similar. No, this one, it's more, I don't know actually. Yeah, it's a little bit more purple toned, like the Charlotte Tilbury one, but so close, like really close. But you can see how much this is more of a berry shade compared to this than a mauve. I think we'll go on with this one actually. I've not used this one yet. It's still got the plastic on it, but this is the Revolution Pout Liner. I love these. They're so nice. And this is in the shade Deepest Mauve. And then I'm going to go on with this Rosewood. Oh, it's a bit dark, like the liner. Oh, that line is way too dark. I don't like it like that. Like where you can see the obvious line around the edge. You can see the colour anyway. I love that. That is so nice. Like really nice. Again, definitely not mauve at all. But it is a stunning colour. Like really nice. For me, that's the perfect autumn lip. Even though we're now in spring. But it is beautiful. Definitely doesn't go with the eyes. It makes me look like a clown, to be honest, but there we go. But no, it is stunning, really nice. So I'm just going to show you this. Now I'm not a fan of powder because it makes my dry patches drier. I just feel like it ages me. It makes me look older. Some I can get away with, like the really fine ones, like minimal amounts, but a lot of them I'm not a big fan of. So these I find to be really good. So this is the this one, the Oil Control Roller, and this is what is this, a volcanic stone or something? Yeah, volcanic stone, which obviously does something to absorb oil. But yeah, they're really easy to clean as well. I know a lot of people say they're unhygienic, but you know, well, quite often, to be honest with you, you can actually remove the stone like this, and this you can wash with like cleanser or soap or whatever, and leave it to dry out and it's fine. So yeah, you can see kind of this side how much matter it looks compared to how shiny it is on that side. You see that? If I go over here, and what I like about these is you can pop them in your handbag, and there you go, look at that. It's completely mattified it. They're just so convenient because it's not like powder where, you know, you need a mirror basically for a powder. This, you don't even need a mirror, do you? You can just like use it however you want. If I go here, can you see that? Because it's mattifying as well, it actually makes my pores look less visible. And they work. I don't know how, but they do. So here is the finished look. And yeah, whereas it's a lot brighter than I would normally go for, and I stand by that the lip does not match the eyes at all. I would go with more of a nude if I was wearing something like this. That I do actually really like it. I think it's really cool. The products in themselves, I mean, the only thing I was a little bit meh about was the facelift palette, was it? This one, the one with the bronzers in, only because, as I've said a few times now, the bronzer shades are just too dark. But yeah, apart from that, it's actually really nice. The highlighters look lovely, although I haven't tried them on the face, but you know, from swatches, they feel really nice. And I do like Revolution highlighters anyway, although this one is so nice. It's really beautiful. I love the blush palette as well. The eyeshadow palette, stunning. The lip products, both of them, really nice. Yeah, to be honest with you, everything was lovely. The Freckle Pen I will definitely put into a short because I have a feeling that it probably does work better than how I used it. I think it's just that I forgot about it and put it on at the end of my makeup, which isn't ideal. So as always, all products shown in today's video I will link in the description box below for you. I do now have a Revolution discount code as well for 10% off. I'll stick that down there as well. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed watching, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up, and I'd really appreciate it. It'd mean the absolute world to me if you did enjoy watching this video and you would like to see more content from me in the future, and you would like to subscribe to my channel. Until then, thanks for watching. Bye.